listen. At my worst, in like really tough emotional moments, I'm like, I wish there was someone here. I wish I wasn't alone in the moment, and I think of like people to call or what I could do to like save myself, okay? I don't think the word save, but it's like, and there's also like verbiage online that's like, no one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. It's gonna be you. But all of the above is operating under the assumption that something needs to be fixed or repaired, or that you need to be saved like you're drowning or something. What if even at like the worst moments, what if in those moments where I really feel like I'm going crazy and I'm really emotional and um I feel like something needs to change and I'm like running from the feeling, what if nothing needs to be repaired, and what if I'm not drowning? What if I don't need to be saved? What if the assumption wasn't that I need to be saved, but I'm going to save myself? What if the assumption was there's nothing wrong? Even in that moment, there's nothing wrong. And I know that what our mind is actually doing is comparing that moment with like a happy moment, or or a moment where we're grounded and stable, and that's totally fine. It's going to do that. That's the job that it's built to do, right? But I think if we live more in our body, all that feeling is asking of us is to like allow it and to experience it and go like, I'm going through a bad time. But actually your state of ground itself is not changing. It is stable. I know it doesn't feel like it, but there's a baseline stability that you have that's not changing. I think we don't believe that because uh what is the word? We're buying into the belief that we need to save ourselves, which is which underneath that is the assumption that something needs to be saved. It doesn't. At no point are we drowning. At no point are we not ourselves. At no point have we lost the stability that we dream of in those moments. Like everything's okay. Everything's like okay. Everything's okay. There's something right here. Bear with me. Um yeah, it's about present, I know, but there's something else. This is just gonna be silence. You can you can log off. But there's something here that I need to uh 1 second. It's right here. It's right here. Sorry, it's right here. It's right here. Yeah. Final thought. Even the beliefs that are bringing us some sort of empowerment, which is like, no one's coming to save you, you're going to save yourself. First of all, I never liked that, because the part that starts, no one's coming to save you, if I'm in a really emotional place, I don't want to start with the thought that no one's going to save me. My mind is not in a place to take that. Number two, even if I think you're going to save yourself, it adds more pressure and responsibility in a moment where I cannot do that. Number three, let's pretend I can take it in those moments and it empowers me. It's still empowering me at a smaller level. And you know what? The overall thing is, I think we need to pick and choose our stories and beliefs so intentionally, knowing ourselves, right? And I don't think we're doing that. I think we're like seeing things online or like hearing things or going to people, hearing them speak, and maybe like 10 people around you are saying the same thing and they're going, this works for me. And you're thinking, okay, it's not working for me. And you know that, but you're like, maybe I'm doing something wrong, and you keep trying and trying, and you're like, it takes a while for a habit to form or whatever. But I think we're not like really intentionally selecting our beliefs. Maybe everyone else is doing it. I wasn't. Okay, I'll start. But I'm going to start, right? But I just think it's crazy that even the empowering beliefs have some sort of assumption of the fact that you're not already whole, right? If we came from a more gentler, more holistic assumption at all times that we're always whole and stable, I think we could do more. I think the feeling would be less intense and it would stay not it would not stay for as long, and we wouldn't have to do as much like push and pull, resistance, control, like okay, like snap out of it kind of vibe. You don't have to do anything, you know? You don't have to do anything. You're not broken, you're not drowning. Nothing needs to change in this moment. You don't need to grasp for some stable version of yourself in this moment. What if this is a different kind of stability? What if you're learning something here and you don't need to consciously do it? I think your mind is like being like, well, if we're learning something and you tell me what it is, the mind doesn't always need to know. It's being kind of bratty. It's being kind of like, well, I need to know everything that's going on. No, the body doesn't say that. Okay, can you relax? Sit down.